Hey Xers and honorary Xers, welcome back to our channel. I'm Dee, and as always, this is my BFF and feline life mate, Stud. Today, we thought we'd talk a little Gen X pop culture and throw it back to the summer of '79. If you're a fan of music history, then this one's for you. The late 1970s were dominated by disco, with movies like Saturday Night Fever, clubs like Studio 54, and chart-topping hits by artists like Donna Summer, the Bee Gees, and the Tramps, setting dance floors on fire across the globe. But not everyone was a fan. In fact, a growing number of rock fans were oh so ready to see the genre meet its end. Enter Steve Dahl, a Chicago DJ and vocal critic of disco music. On Christmas Eve in 1978, Dahl lost his job with Chicago's WDAI when the station switched to a disco format, a popular move in those days. He didn't take the news well. Jumping to WLUP, Dahl launched a Disco Sucks campaign, and together with the White Sox promotions director Mike Veek, spearheaded Disco Demolition Night. The event took place on July 12, 1979, during a doubleheader between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. The idea was simple. Bring a disco record or two, pay a reduced ticket price of just 98 cents, and witness the demolition. However, the event drew a far larger crowd than expected, with around 50,000 people showing up, some sneaking in for free.
50,000 people, the largest crowd of the season, showed up at Chicago's Comiskey Park for the twilight doubleheader between the White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. 15,000 others had to be turned away.
As you can imagine, many attendees were drunk as balls, and what started out as a promotional stunt quickly spiraled out of control. Oh, just for funsies, I gave it a goog and found out that the average White Sox ticket today is about $90. Talk about inflation. Anyway, as thousands of fans packed into the stadium, the atmosphere grew tense. During the first game of the doubleheader, fans began throwing firecrackers, liquor bottles, and uncollected records onto the field. Tigers designated hitter Rusty Staub recalled that the records would slice through the air and land sticking out of the ground. He urged his teammates to wear batting helmets while playing their positions, saying, "It wasn't just one, it was many. Oh God Almighty, I've never seen anything so dangerous in my life." Easy, Rusty, easy. By the time Dahl took to the field and with dramatic flair ignited the pile of records, with dynamite, as one does, the crowd was in chaos.
Okay. Well, listen, we took all the disco records that you brought tonight. We got them in a giant box, and we're going to blow them up real good. Now, we will be returning to the scene of the crime here on the 5th of August for a day in the park with Journey and Santana. You know the whole boogie. And we'll blow up some more. And they're going to blow up real good, I'm telling you. It's going to be hot. 1, 2, 3, boom! Here they go.
Fans stormed the field, setting fires, destroying equipment, and causing absolute mayhem. The batting cage was destroyed, and the bases were pulled up and stolen. Fun fact, then 21-year-old aspiring actor Michael Clark Duncan joined in the bedlam, sliding into third base and swiping a bat from the dugout. At around 9:08 p.m., Chicago police in riot gear arrived, greeted by applause from the fans remaining in the stands. Those on the field quickly fled upon seeing the police. 39 people were arrested for disorderly conduct, with estimates of injuries ranging from none to over 30. The second game of the doubleheader was ultimately canceled, and Disco Demolition Night went down in history as a disastrous, yet iconic publicity stunt. Disco Demolition Night symbolized a cultural clash between disco lovers and rock enthusiasts. It marked the decline of disco's mainstream popularity, but also highlighted the power of music to unite and divide us. Many felt the stunt had racist and homophobic undertones, but Dahl strongly denies that. The worst thing is people calling Disco Demolition homophobic or racist. It just wasn't. We weren't thinking like that. This event was just a moment in time. Not racist, not anti-gay. Just kids pissing on a musical genre. Disco's popularity took a big hit in late 1979 and early 1980, but it didn't vanish overnight. Donna Summer's Bad Girls topped the Billboard Hot 100 that week, leading in all disco top 3, and stayed at number 1 for 5 weeks before being replaced by Chic's Good Times. Many other disco artists carried on, but record companies began labeling their records as dance music instead of disco. There's no question that this stunt was a really bad idea. Even if only the estimated 20,000-ish attended the event, 20,000-ish drunk 20-somethings lined up to see a literal explosion of vinyl LPs in a baseball stadium couldn't have even looked good on paper. Thankfully, despite the chaos, no one was seriously injured, and thankfully, no one lost their lives that night. Now, execs losing their jobs on account of this fiasco? Well, that's another story. Mike Veeck had a promising career in baseball until Disco Demolition Night. He ultimately quit the White Sox and his family legacy on the night of the event. Bill Veeck, owner of the team, sold the White Sox in 1981 for a cool $20 million and spent the last of his summers in the center field bleachers at Wrigley Field. Bill died of cancer in 1986 at the age of 71. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1991. Thanks to Disco Demolition Night, Steve Dahl gained national recognition, which significantly boosted his popularity. He then established the Steve and Jerry Show, which aired in Detroit and Milwaukee. However, in February 1981, WLUP fired Dahl, citing, quote, continued assaults on community standards. Thanks for joining us on this fantastic voyage through music history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fascinating stories. And remember, the past, it's always closer than we think. TTFN, ta-ta for now.